Alright, y'all. Hey, it's Ashlyn here, aka Cat Mama. It's a video I didn't want to do, but I have some explaining to do, I guess. I am not single, but not taken. November 8th, I was put on a break, unfortunately, and it's been really difficult. Um, However, we are talking again. My boyfriend and I, well, currently not right now, my boyfriend, but we're talking again and we're trying to work through things. He's doing good. He is not at the point that he was when he was with me, so that's a bonus. He's working on himself, and it's been really difficult. Um, I don't know. Just there's been so much going on, and that's like just been what's harboring me the most is not having him around anymore right now. Um, we've been together for like 19 months, and to some of you that may not be long, because kudos to you for being able to have a really, really long relationship. This is my now longest relationship that I've had. We did have a break back in September, October area, and we stayed in that break for until the end of November of last year. So we've been on a break before to make him figure out what he wants, and I thought we were at the point that he knew what he wanted. And then some things changed between us, not really us, but within himself. And he's looking at getting help and doing all the things he needs to. So, with that being said, he is becoming the man that I deserve. Not the man that I have had, but the man that I deserve. And the man that he deserves to allow himself to be. Instead of the one that has been dealing with all the trauma and all the emotions and things like that. So I do give him credit, because it takes a person to be able to actually come out and fully say, I want to take a break. I want to focus on myself. I need to focus on myself to better us. It's very hard, because my thing is I feel we need to do this together, but we don't have that ability right now. So with that being said, I do give him a lot of credit for being a man in that sense and actually doing that. And he hadn't been talking to me for a while, unfortunately. Um, he had gone about 2.5, almost 3 weeks without speaking to me. And then he finally reached out, and that's when he told me. And I said, is this why it took you so long to get back in contact with me? And he said, yes, it is, because I didn't know how to tell you. Mental health is a very serious thing, and he does not feel that he is stable enough right now to be with me. And for that, I give him so much credit to be that man and be honest with not only himself, or not only me, but with himself as well. And I wish him the best. I'm not moving on. I'm just focusing on myself. I'm focusing on getting ready to get my CNA. I'm focusing on my job. I'm working all sorts of hours. I'm working so much overtime right now. So my videos are probably going to be like spaced out a lot, and I do apologize. It's just I'm very busy. You guys won't be seeing this on the day before Thanksgiving, so Thanksgiving Eve. But I wanted to let you all know I will not be around for Thanksgiving. I'm going to be with the client for 18 hours. So, with that being said, it was now time to talk about this a little bit. There's some good things going on in my life. There's some not so good things going on in my life. And basically, when you guys are seeing all of my Temu haul videos, that is because I am using the coping mechanism add to cart. And you'll also be seeing a change in this. This is more of a birthday present to myself, though, coming with my hair. However, cut and dye your hair is another coping mechanism for traumatic situations. And it's not really that traumatic. Okay, let me rephrase this. It's not so much traumatic as it is heartbreaking, because you think you have it all figured out. And like, I get, like, you can't have everything figured out. But I thought we were beyond this point of, you know, him not knowing what he wants. Now, when we do talk, he has told me multiple times, I miss you like crazy. I love you so much, but I need to do this for us. So we are going to end up getting back together as long as we make it through this break, which we've made it through a break before that was about 4 months, maybe longer. Not even really that. I think it was more, we weren't really, I think it was like 2.5 months. And he had gotten with this one, and this is not for him to get with anybody. This is not for me to get with anybody. I have actually recently rejected somebody that wanted to take me on a date because I'm way too busy to do anything half the time. I mean, if I'm not doing a YouTube video or, you know, shopping on Temu, I'm sleeping. And if I'm not sleeping, I'm working. So, or I'm reading. Like, I got myself, yes, I do still, you know, I do still read romance books. I do still look forward to things. I do still do all of that, okay? Like, I watch, you know, cutesy movies. I may throw popcorn at the TV when they kiss or sit there and say, I love you so much, you mean the world to me. I'll just, no, they don't, you know, that kind of thing. But, I mean, that's anybody that's heartbroken. I do eat Haagen-Dazs, okay? But, I mean, I'm doing all the things that you would do in a breakup, but not as often as you would think. I'm actually doing really good with this time around. I guess in a way, I saw it coming, but I was hoping that I was wrong that it was coming. But at the same time, you know, actions always speak louder than words. And with the way that his words have been lately, his actions kind of give me a little bit of a run for my money, because he talked to me a lot more since we've gone on our break, which I greatly appreciate, to the moon and the stars and back, because he is my person. And I've told him, and I've slipped up and said, you know, babe, or I love you, or things like that. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. And he's like, no, it's okay. He's like, I do love you too. And he'll tell me he loves me before he gets off the phone. So we may not be together right this second, but I believe possibly, I'm not sure how much I believe it, but we will be together again one day. That just isn't right now. But like he told me, he's going to call me. He's going to keep in contact with me. He's going to do everything he can, you know, to keep me in his life. It's just he wants to focus on himself. And when we were together, it was an everyday basis. We were talking, you know, we were communicating every single day. I said, well, yeah. And he's like, but do you do that with your friends? I said, well, no. And he's like, exactly. So why don't we just go back to doing that? So what I've done as a person is I have stopped texting him. I have stopped calling him. I'm letting him come to me. And he doesn't like it very much. He does not like it. He gets so surprised and anxious. He'll call me and he'll be like, what are you doing? And I'm like, laying down. Oh, where? And I'll be like, in my bed. And he's like, just you? And I'm like, yes, just me. Why wouldn't it be just me? And he's like, well, you haven't called me or texted me. I said, you wanted basically space, so I'm giving you that. And he's like, oh. And I was like, is that not what you meant? And I said, we're on a break. And he's like, yeah, I know, but like, I still expected you to talk to me. I was like, I do talk to you. I just let you initiate the conversation instead of me always initiating the conversation. And he's like, okay. And then I'll ask him, like, randomly, I'll be like, do you miss me? And he's like, Ashlyn, yes, I miss you like crazy. I just need to do this for me and for us. And I get it. I understand. But he is doing a lot better. He has a job. He has a stable, not stable, but he has a decent living condition. He has a lot of things going on right now. He's trying to help so many people, and he's pushing himself further and further into this hole. And it's so depressing because, like, I've told him, I said, and then he's so negative. He's so negative about things. And I'm like, look, you have to look at the positives. The positives are you have a job, you have food in your stomach, you have, somewhere to lay your head at night, you have clothes on your back. I said, you're doing it. You're doing what you should be doing. I said, do not dwell on you don't make a whole lot of money, or you don't have your own living, you don't have your own home. I said, that's okay. And he said, and I've really hurt you. I said, you haven't hurt me. You've surprised me. You have really surprised me in the sense that I didn't see this coming. And then I told him, but I did see it coming, but I was hoping I was wrong. So now, mental health is a very, very big thing in my life. And I need to get my own self straightened back out into a counselor and things like that. Especially with this whole add to cart. However, I was talking to my mom the other day about it, and I was like, this add to cart thing isn't that bad because I still have money. I still have savings. I have money in my savings. I have all my bills paid. I pay early sometimes. I mean, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing, So it's like, what do you want from me? So I spend $50 here or $70 here, or maybe maybe $50 or $70 a week. Okay, I still have everything taken care of. Like, all of my initial bills are taken care of before I even hit that add to cart. One thing is I did just finish and complete my Temu wish list. So I did order everything on there except for things that are more of decorative ideas, because I can always get that maybe next year, which next year is not that far away, you guys. It's almost December. So with that being said, I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm just working on myself, working, on things. I still talk to his dad on a daily basis. I talk to his mom almost every day. They check in with me to make sure I'm doing okay as well, because I practically became part of the family. Like they said, we really wish and hope that you guys get back together because you're so good for him. I've never had a family member tell me that I am good for their son. So for them to appreciate me and respect me and still consider me a part of the family, even with us not together right now, clearly he is telling his parents something that he's not telling or sharing with me. And it's okay. I did sell our engagement rings because, well, we're not going to need them right now. And I asked him, I said, was giving me a ring a mistake? And he said, it's not a mistake. I think I just did it too early. And he's like, I want to do it better next time. So, I mean, there are little hints here and there and things that he does love me. He does care about me. He does want to be with me. Just his self in the head cannot physically do so. And he's young. He is young. I'm going to be 30. He's only going to be 24 in February. So, I mean, there's a little bit of an age gap and things like that, but I don't know what the future holds. Do I hope that it holds him and I together? At this time, I do. At this time, he hasn't given me a reason not to love him. He hasn't given me a reason to hate him. He hasn't given me a reason to feel like I need to move on. And I told him straight out, I was honest with him. I was like, look, if you start finding interest in another woman, just please don't talk to me anymore. It'll make it so much easier. I will understand. I will figure it out on my own, or, just tell me you found someone else and I will go. I will go. I will be done. We will be done, And he's not a cheating, well, he used to be, Okay, little backstory. When we went on the break, it was because he wanted to see somebody else. And then he decided after the break was up that he was like, yeah, no, I don't want to see someone else. I want you. Because he tried getting with a little 18-year-old, and that was just the worst time in the world. He realized all she did was party, 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 put alcohol down his throat, and she was on some things that I'm not going to discuss on here. With that being said, he came back to me, but it took me a good month and to take him back because of the fact that, yes, I started seeing someone else, but it wasn't going very well. It was more of like a friend basis thing. I couldn't get my mind wrapped around the whole situation. Because I'm a woman. Okay, you guys, this is one that you don't understand about me. I'm a woman who does not need a man. I want a man, but I do not need a man. I can do everything and anything on my own. But, baby girl, let me tell you, baby boy, I don't need you. I want you. There's a difference. But I don't have to have you. So, with that being said, him and I are on a good friend basis. Another thing I went through was my ex that I had before I got with my boyfriend, my current break boyfriend, was contacting me and talking to me and things like that, and I just, it was weird. The timing of it was literally when we were falling apart at the time. So when he came back around, he told me that he was having a baby with this other woman, and it put me in my feelings really bad because I was with him for 16 months and I can't give him a child. And then I was wondering why he was still communicating with me, and then he told me she was upset because she found out and all this other stuff, and I was like, I'm not doing anything wrong. And he's like, well, I kind of am because I'm talking to my ex. I said, well, then stop talking to me. He's like, I don't want to do that. So when he put his baby shower photos up and he looked extremely happy the other day, I decided I was going to message him, and my message read as direct is, I can't do this. Seeing you happy is great. However, my body and my mind and my heart can't deal with it. So I'm going to go. You enjoy your lovely little family that you have, and just, please send me my blanket back. And I gave him my address to send my blanket back because he has a $120 horror movie blanket that I let him hold on to when he went home. And then we went on a break, and then we fully broke up, and then I got with the guy that I'm with currently on a break with. So I've been on breaks a lot of times. I think I tend to be too much for a man. I'm very opinionated. I'm very independent. I'm very responsible. I put my job above everything and everybody. That's why I'm making good money. I'm working on myself. I'm working on getting my credit up. I'm working on so much stuff. My tax return money is going to go most likely. I'm just going to have them garnish it in the collections that I have to pay and things like that, because I do have a lot of collections, and I think I'm just going to have them garnish the check instead of sending it to me. I think I'm just going to contact all these places because I have a pretty big chunk of money coming my way for my tax returns, and I'm going to be responsible, and instead of them sending me that money, because it's bigger than $1,000. I will tell you that right now. I make really good money where I'm at. I'm very happy with where I'm at. The fact that I don't have a CNA, but I am working as a caregiver, I never thought I would I never thought I would succeed so well at a job. I mean, I thought I was doing great when I was at the gas station, but with a gas station you can only go up to manager. With caregiving, you can go up to, I'm basically a home nurse because you don't have to have a license to be a nurse. You can call yourself a nurse and not have a license for it. A CNA is a certified nursing assistant, okay, or a nurse aide. I am an NA, which is just a nurse aide or a nursing assistant, okay? That is what I am, and you don't have to, you can call yourself that as soon as you start doing caregiving services, okay? But a CNA I can go up to, and then I can go up to, I think it was an RN, then an LPN, then I can go up to a doctor if I wanted, you guys. Like, are you kidding me? Or I could be, I don't know, I can do a lot of things in the medical field with just opening up my heart and my soul into this position that I'm at, that, you know, this job, this company gave me a chance without a CNA. Like, I was going to go to another place, but they needed a certified nursing assistant in order to have the position. I don't have that yet. But where I'm at now, I've been here since July, and it has been the most rewarding job I've ever had in my life. I feel myself, I can go more places with this. I can work in agencies. I can work in other people's homes. I can work for, you know, mentally handicapped. I can work, oh my gosh, you guys, like, it's insane. I can literally work in a hospital. I can work in an asylum. Yeah, I mean, there's so many options and so many opportunities with the medical field. It's unreal. I could go to school to be a pharmacist. Like, seriously? There's so much I could do. I have to do a little schooling. Okay, that's cool. It's an 11-week program, 11 courses, and then clinicals. I can do it. Are you kidding me? I've been studying since I got this job, and like, after my first month, I was like, I really like this. I really want to do this. And I'm realizing I don't know how to do some things. And I'm like, I talked to my boss and I was like, you know, I almost got into the classes, but it's $800 and you have to have it flat out. I can't make payments or anything like that to do the course, which it kind of sucks. If I could do a payment plan, that'd be great. But no, they want the 800 something dollars up front. And it's like, I can't do that. I can't, well, I couldn't at that point. I can't do that. I can't afford that. Now, she's like, well, save your money. I'm a licensed instructor. And I'm like, okay, cool. And she's like, I will get you your CNA. And I was like, okay, how much is it going to cost me? And she's like, it's not going to cost you anything. You guys, I have been with this company since July. And at this point, this is only September that this was told to me. I mean, granted, yes, we still haven't gotten what we needed to get the classes started, but she's working on it. She really is. And I am above and beyond excited about this because I want to do this. I want to do this so bad. I literally have a medical from the Black's Dictionary. Wait, is it Black's Medical Dictionary? Yeah, Black's Medical Medicine Dictionary or something like that. I literally have that from the library and I'm taking notes and it is literally just definition after definition, medical terminology. Okay, I had a CNA 2023-2024 study guide and a practice test, 3 practice tests in there. I took one of the practice tests. I did pretty okay. The second one, I didn't do so hot. The third one, I did passing ability, okay? So I need to practice a little bit more, yes, and I need to take more thorough notes. However, I did find somebody on YouTube, actually, that is a Florida hospital person that's CNA, and she talks about all sorts of different things. And I'm like, okay, I want to definitely, you know, I watch those videos, I take notes, I do everything I'm supposed to. So I'm very, very serious about this whole situation, and the fact that we went on a break now, because I was supposed to completely uproot my life and move in January. And I'm not doing that now. And I told him that if we do get back together, I'm not moving to where he is right away either. I said, before I leave here, I want to have, if anything, maybe a year with my company, but also I want to have my CNA before I leave and possibly my license. So with that being said, yes, he's working on himself and that's great. And I'm so happy for him. And I do love that we talk every once in a while. It's like every few days we talk. And I love it. I love it so much. And to know that he thinks about me and is caring about me and still loves me and respects me to, you know, be like that. He's also telling me, get your CNA. Do what you need to make yourself feel better. Work those hours, you know, and he'll tell me, yeah, you have a shopping addiction. Yeah, I know. It's okay though, I can afford it. And he's like, well, that's good. I'm glad that you're, financially comfortable. And I said, I am financially comfortable. And that's the only thing I've ever asked. I never asked to be rich. I never asked to make like so much money. I just want to be financially comfortable. Not stable, but comfortable. Okay? Financially stable, that's not where I'm at right now. Comfortable, that's where I'm at right now. But see, what I do is I put 75% of my check away and only spend 25% of my check. Unless I have bills due, which I said I barely ever do because of the fact that I'm up to date. So, I just want you guys to know that it is possible to still strive and, focus on yourselves, even without being in the relationship. It is possible to go on to a break and still be best friends, great, everything. The only thing you don't have is you don't have, the sexualness of it all, which it sucks, but we never really were just, we never based it on that. We barely ever had any special moments together like that. It was very rare for us. It wasn't anything that was completely like necessary either. It happened if it happened, and if it didn't, it was fine because we were more about getting to know each other still, even though we were together for so long. And I plan on making more months with him. Hell, even years. I mean, we were almost to 2 years. So, just, gosh, it sucks so bad, but you gotta hang in there. You gotta keep pushing forward. So, if you are anyone that is going through a breakup or a break, just know, focus on yourself, do yourself a favor, and don't dwell on it. One thing that is good about it, keep yourself busy. Get yourself a good job where you could add to cart or cut and dye your hair. Like do something for yourself. By the way, my birthday is on the 11th. It is in 18 days from the date of this video. You will not see it at this point. So I am going to be getting a couple piercings. My best friend is taking me to go get some piercings, and I'm really excited for it. I'm going to get my nipples pierced, you guys. Like, something I've always wanted to do, and I'm doing it at 30 years old. And then she told me to find, like, a really cute outfit because we're going to be going and doing something for my birthday. She doesn't know yet what yet. I said, my birthday's on a Monday, honey. We're not going to be doing anything. She's like, okay, your birthday weekend. And I was like, I work. And she's like, okay, your next day off after your birthday. Or she's like, or you could request, a weekend off. And I said, I'm not going to request a weekend off because my clients need me, especially on weekends. Those are my longest days. Those are my 14 to 16-hour days. And she's like, okay. She's like, well, can we plan some time to do something? And I said, well, yeah, that's fine. And then we're trying to figure out what we're doing for New Year's. We were going to go to Denver, but her kids don't want to go now. And we didn't realize that for a lot of the New Year's parties out there, it's not just you can walk into the bar and go. You have to pay a fee to go to the bar. And even the bar crawl is like $70 a person. And I'm like, okay, but we don't want to take the kids to a bar. I was thinking about going to like some type of party or something that they had. And they don't even do a ball drop in downtown. You have to go to Times Square to see the ball drop. And it's like, okay. There was a thing at the Ritz-Carlton, which would have been really cool to go to in Denver. However, $110 a person per ticket, and it's a black tie event, meaning you have to dress up. It says absolutely no jeans allowed or t-shirts allowed. What? $110 for that. I don't want to be, I wanted to, definitely. Like, if it was just her and I'd be like, yeah, let's totally do it. But no, it's not worth it, you guys. We're just going to find something to do here. More than likely, what we're going to do is we're just going to get dressed up and go to a bar out here because our bars don't charge anything. They don't have New Year's parties. We're just going to go have a couple of drinks, relax, and then go back home and then celebrate with the kids. You watch the ball drop on TV or something. I don't know. It's just 2024. But, yeah, so that's everything that's been going on with me. Besides, the only thing that's really, really, really been happening with me is my shopping, and then also working my butt off. I worked 83 hours last week, 60 something hours the week before, and I'm working a 71-hour week. Right now I'm only at 37, I think, of that. So I have an 18-hour, I have a 16-hour, and I have a 12-hour before the pay period ends. I'm also getting holiday pay, which is a new thing for me because none of my other jobs ever gave me holiday pay. So this is going to be fun and interesting. And all day I will be with my client. I will be with my client on Thanksgiving from 1 p.m. to 8 a.m. on Friday. So yeah, I'm going to be exhausted. That's the E word. Exhausted. However, also on Friday, after I work again on Friday night. No, I work again Friday. No, I work again Saturday, I think. I don't know. I have to look at my schedule. I believe I work on 10 p to 8 a on Friday, but I have a Friendsgiving after I get off in the evening from like, I think it's like 1 to 4 or something like that. And I have to find time to actually make food as well. So I think I'm going to make my food tonight in order to have it ready for tomorrow, for Friday. So I don't know. All I know is I'm really excited. I wanted to share with you guys what's going on with me. Sorry, it started out kind of mopey and bleh, but you know, that's my life. But I mean, here I am still striving and doing and all that fun stuff. Keep an eye out because I do have more packages from Temu coming, so I will be doing that. I'm also going to be doing what I'm going to be reading in December. I pulled a bunch of books off my shelves and I'm attempting to read them. I have actually completed 2 books recently, so that's pretty cool. And then I got some more books. I don't know if you guys saw that, but I only spent $5 on 7 books, which is a great deal, and I could not believe my thrift store had these. I also, like I said, I belong to Bookish Pen Pals, so I will be writing. Maybe you might be one of my pen pals. I don't know. Maybe one of my YouTuber subscribers is one of my pen pals from Bookish Pen Pals on Facebook. I don't know. All I know is I have everything coming in a Temu haul to be able to start doing that. I got my Christmas cards today. I have to find my stamps, and then I have to do a bunch of other stuff, but I got to write these letters too. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Again, just hang in there. Holiday time sucks sometimes for some people, but you got to make the best of it. If you have friends, it helps out. If you don't, I'll be your friend. I don't mind being friends with people. I don't mind helping people through their trials and tribulations and things like that, but you got to learn to strive on your own at some point too. It's not going to... What's my term, guys? It won't rain forever. I'm literally going to probably get that tattooed over here. It won't rain forever. I'm seriously thinking about getting a tattoo of that because literally that is my saying. I also found a couple other things. By the way, do not ever get white ink in your tattoos. Did you know it is a very common ink allergy? Look at this. You see that? That is redonkulous. It looks so bad, and it's my Bookish tattoo, you guys, and it's got all these bumps all over it. I'm having an allergic reaction to the white ink. Did you know you can have an allergic reaction to a tattoo up to 17 years after you get that tattoo? Yeah. So, anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!